Alibab Alagaxa reporting back in with no changes from the last version of the game because there were no errors, with the exception of the fact that I actually copied over the appropriate executable this time, so it's caught up to where it should have been at the start of last episode. Not that that came into play in any major way. Let's just confirm that by looking at the whetstone. Yeah, the period is missing after that first the. It's been updated. Alright, now this guy is a diabolic. I don't want to kill him in general because it'll piss off Talltiowardan, but we can afford it. She likes us, we got tons of faith, and if we don't, the power of the water elemental is a 1 in 8 chance it's going to lay water each turn in a square. So, this is where we should definitely do the air summons, because if it lays water, whatever is summoned will simply fly over that water. We could kill it relatively easily ourselves, to be honest. What? Did I cast air summons? So here's something interesting, and I don't believe this is the case. I think there's a problem with air summons, because that's not a flying monster. It does say flying, because of course the event is in play that gives everything flying. There is a slim chance that I've coded it in an awesomely funky way that acknowledges the fact that that event is in play, and therefore says anything is flying, and we can summon anything. But I doubt it. I'm going to write down air summons Ant-Man and double check, because maybe I just screwed up the air summon spell. I've never seen that before. Or I clicked the wrong spell, but I don't have anything that should have summoned an Ant-Man. Lots of problems coming here. We have here Esserar the Headless, a vengeful dead hero. A little problematic to fight, I guess. Biggest problem with it, of course, is that every time we hit it, it gains plus 10 attack, so it's going to become quite lethal soon after we start fighting it. There, it gained plus 10 attack, and I didn't even do any damage because we're using a weapon that didn't hurt it. Let's switch over to this. And let's start hitting with some direct damage spells like Fireball. That's almost got us. Do one more. Maybe even just Sonic Boom, actually. A little cheaper. Oh, only 2 points cheaper. I shouldn't have bothered with that. Should definitely have hit it. It is burning. It's going to slowly die from the fire. Might be able to let it do that. But I'd rather fight it while it's still stunned from the Sonic Boom there. Got a silver platter out of him if we wanted it. Let's take a look at that. 430 value for 2 slots. Trinket. Now you saw drowning. He was not drowning in the water. This monster actually has an extra attack. Adds drowning damage equal to 5 to 10% of your max health every time it hits you. Let's summon something else from air summons. Bookworms! Those aren't flying, normally. You know what, I'll bet you it's happening? I bet you it really is that. Now that I think about it, the way I would have coded this probably is I would have looked for any monster of level 1 to 10, or rather 11 to 20, and then gone to a function called check if monster flies. And if it flies, we'd come back and say, okay, that's valid. So I think it is the fact that everything is flying on this level. It means I can summon anything. That's kind of neat, actually. I've never seen that in play. That's really an interesting interplay between the event and the spell. Okay, I don't want this thing lingering forever, man. We gotta kill it. Kill it, bookworms. Alright, it's dead. Alright, let's take a little look around. I heard a night hag out there. There's another diabolic, unfortunately. Our sight range has dropped to 4. I guess we can see 4 squares away. Only down 1 from the start of the game. That's not terrible. Surprises that little of a change. Whoa, we detected that before you could step in it. Our secret detection came into play. With pit traps only, as opposed to, say, secret doors and that. I told you, secret doors, you want to detect them. You can just stand beside the area or just walk by and you happen to notice, hey, there's a secret door there. Pit traps do not work that way, even with secret detection. You have to actually step in the square, then it checks to see if you notice it and pulls you back from the square before you can step in it if it's a problem. Just to make sure you don't just waste every step. You don't step forward and waste like 10 turns searching, and then step forward and waste 10 turns searching. Felt like it encouraged really boring gameplay. I'd rather have the health potion than the potion of animal control. God damn it. Oops, I wasn't trying to do that. What did I just do? Where the hell is this thing? Our invisibility wore off. Gingerbread. Let's make sure that the new query for it works. You may eat it once by activating it. Doing so will remove one randomly chosen temporary negative effect from you and make you sated for 101 turns. Yeah. We don't have any negative effects. There's no point in needing that right now. Let's see what this guy's selling. An Iron Ring of Sacrifice. Mid-power ring gives us plus 30 defense and plus 20% experience gained from offering treasure at temples. That's right. We used to have that old Ring of Tithing. We don't have that anymore, do we? No, we just have the Ring of Packing. But we're going to need the Magic Resistant Ring. And well, we don't need the Magic Resistant Ring. We could just wear that instead. Plus 30 defense, plus 20% experience. That's pretty good from gold. Ring of Fathomless Pockets would add 60 to the value of gold we can carry. Tunnel Runner's Amulet, which I doubt we'll use because of the Amulet of Skill, but would give us a plus 67% chance to detect adjacent cave-ins. Bishop's Ring of the Magpie, plus 67% faith gain. That might be overpowered. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Plus 67% faith gain, plus 40 to value of found gems. Covetous Ring would give us plus 20 to value of found gold, platinum, or silver. There's a Yeti. We do have the bookworms chasing him. The Yeti is, of course, flying right now. We can kill it pretty easily. We have really awesome defense at this level. Yeti froze the bookworms. I'm still going to try and let the bookworms kill it if I can. Damn it. Just for the experience gain, I thought, or the faith gain, whatever. We'll go kill it manually. Let's find out what's on this tree. A lush plant. You harvest a fig, but there's no room in your inventory. We could eat that right now. Let's go ahead. Let's drop focus. Let's lose focus, as it were. Let's grab the fig. Let's go ahead and eat it. You can eat it once. It will sate you for 101 turns and grant you faith equal to 10% to 20% of the relationship score with your deity. And restore 25 to 75% of your max spell points. We don't necessarily need that right now, but I just want to do it to... Again, make sure the sated's working. I'm tempted to right-click it, but we don't need to. We've tested that before. And that'd be a waste of time right now, so let's walk around sated. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh! Oh, do we have small appetite? I didn't notice. We have small appetite, so every time we eat a non-meat food, there's a chance it doesn't disappear from our inventory. Alright, well, let's carry it for a minute. We'll eat it again in a minute. Oh, fuck, is it grease here? Sorry, guys, I'm playing in a small window. I couldn't see. There's a whole bunch of grease here. Tons of grease. I'm not going to buy any of his jewelry. I've got good jewelry. I need to waste the money. No longer sated. It still wears off fine. Mage potion. Let's go ahead and eat the fig again for the faith alone. And there it disappeared properly. Let's grab the mage potion. Although we need this too, don't we? If we get up a level, we're not going to get up a level this level. It's not going to happen. Son of a gun, guys. Everything we have is good. Let's get rid of the relaxing amulet. We'll just take that. We'll take magic item used to skill next. Got a chimera. That authentically is normally a flying monster. A flying minotaur. Oh, I killed it. A flying strangler vine. The strangler vine, of course, is immobile, despite the fact that it's flying. Yeah, I killed it. Alright. It's just getting harder for me to see in this small window as it gets darker here. Let's make sure there's no other merchants up here we want to spend our money on before you deposit it all in the temple. Son of a bitch. Where the hell's the wand? So it only gives us 5, but of course, within that 5, we're grabbing the backpack. So we're still dropping the backpack every time we run out of ability to carry the disc. We're literally filling our backpack and putting the backpack on our disc. Oh, nice. Do we need it though? We don't need it. We got Fireball. We got Sonic Booms. A couple of good spells here. Activate this to learn the contained spell. Boulder Toss, mid-power Geomancy, 50 spell points, does 20 to 40 physical damage to the monster we're fighting. So it's physical instead of fire versus our Fireball. And it does less damage. But it's just as expensive. Why? Because it can't start a fire in our square. We didn't see any, oh yeah, right there. Let's go use the uncooked rabbit. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Awesome scroll that we're probably not going to carry. Awesome dexterity potion we're probably not going to carry. Spell Guarding Amulet of Elemental Protection. Where was this when we needed it? 50% chance to avoid spell erasure. We've encountered a lot of that this round. Every time it happened, we would have had a 50% chance to dodge it if we were wearing this. And plus 140 defense versus elementals. So very high defensive bonus against elementals, which are not that common a monster. But we're not wearing it. What's going on? Anywhere else we want to... We got to at least... well, let's go get this. Curative Potion, don't need it right now. Ragged Breeches, don't need it. We are going to have to cross this. The monsters may all be flying, but I'm not, so it's going to suck a bit. But let's go across the grease. It doesn't compound. You see it there, it said like at least you don't get any greasier. If it generates a grease score that is less than or equal to the amount of grease you already have, it doesn't apply it. Only applies it if it's more. Potion of Clairvoyance, let's just drink it. Although we're probably going to slide out of the square and not be able to get back here. Oh, we stayed, okay. Potion of Clairvoyance I'm going to drink. Just because we can't afford to carry it, so we might as well just gain the benefits of it. There, just gives us a full map. With detail determined by our cartography skill. Disarmed a slamming wall trap. Harvested an apple, which we might as well eat for the sake of it, because we can't carry it. Oh, we're still sated, of course. Yeah. Alright, let's drop it. Pick back up our health potion, come on. Let's go get some of this gold. Alright, we did it. Anything else? We saw that gnomish boars out here still. Let's go check out all the mirrors. Right? Oh, let's use this first. We don't have any mining skill, right? Not yet. The longer we wait, the more useless it's going to become. What's the lowest condition of everything we have that we're wearing? I guess it's the antique cloth cap. Yep. Alright, we're going to go to each mirror in turn, in the hopes it's a wondrous mirror and pulls us through, or a mirror of insight. Of course, our history skill should protect us from some of the worst effects of that stuff. It's a transformative mirror. Examining it will swap our intelligence and strength. No. Evil mirror. Yes. I will let the doppelganger come out. And we're just going to blast it with some fireballs or shit. It's on fire. Let's go ahead and pick up, or use the one floating disc to pick up our shit. It stopped it burning. It did run into the water. That would put the fire out. I think it ran in the water. Or else the fire just burnt itself out. Let's go ahead and use our life-absorbing wand. It's not going to take much to kill this guy. Let's go eat the apple again. This time we can actually get something useful out of it. Like some spell points back. Make 85 spell points and some health. Let's go track that guy down again and start to fireball on him again. Or something. Lesser Strangle Vine took care of him, but it didn't. Oh, that's him there. Of course, he looks like us because he's a doppelganger. How much health does he have? Oh, for God's sakes, stick with the life-absorbing wand. We haven't had a chance to use it in forever. Come here. He's faster than us, damn it. Especially when we're greasy. Dead. Ordinary mirror. Let's go ahead and jump in here too, because again, our history will help us. It's a miraculous pool. It has no effect as you're not diseased. That's that, guys. Unless we're willing to mine or buy, which we're not. Or glutton, of course. We could do that a bit. We do have the... let's give it a little playtest here. Let's do some gluttony. Beer, that's not going to help us much. For 45 faith. That's better. This might be more balanced now, I think. Uncooked rabbit I'll take. So we spent 90 faith to gain 3 dexterity, essentially. That's not so bad. Are we still sated? For God's sakes. We're going to wait this out. Let's right-click the... No, let's press backspace. Auto-wait is aborted. You're no longer sated. Perfect. Whoops. Cook the rabbit. Or eat it, rather. Pick up the coil of rope. Let's get out of here. We can't afford to wait around for more satiation, but not with our floating discs counting down, etc. Not to mention the fact that we're already on turn 986. It's going to be the warning soon. We do have enough spell points to cast something or other. Mage Helm. There are other mundane items we could use, like disarming kit or lock-picking tools or things of that nature. But alright. Got a fire drake there. We've seen them in action before when they've attacked or when we've had them for our own minions. Felt gloves, I think those are just improvised gloves. Yeah. Let's go ahead and summon some stuff. Now, On this level, if we get something that's not supposed to be flying, we know you have a problem, but I don't think it's going to happen. Chimera, that's fine. That was an earth elemental that could walk through walls. Summon a few more. I'm going to summon like 3 things. Just be done with it. Parrot, summon something else. Maybe a spirit as well. Let's just freaking saturate this level with enemies. We can always come here and pray later, or do a ritual to get more, more spell points if we need them. Not yet, though. Oops. A shrink scroll. I'm tempted to try it. I mean, I guess I've tested diminution before. Let's pick it up and use it. Why not? Just see it in action. Unless it gives us some... Unless there's a problem with it, I'm forgetting. Level up, gain 2 intelligence, gain 2 max health. Health restored. Gain 10 attribute points, gain 2 skill points. As much as I would love to spend those 2 skill points on a rogue skill, we're not going to. There's too much else we got to tend to right now. Starting with... let's learn focus. Let's learn magic item use. And let's learn willpower. Magic item use will allow us to put on our Amulet of Weapon skill. And hopefully now we can equip medium weapons. Maybe I'll change the wording here to be regardless, like allows you to equip medium weapons regardless of restrictions. I only have the one sentence to do it in. It has to be, whatever text we're going to put in there has to be accomplished by the time we reach the end of the line, just because of the way it annotates enchantments on rings and amulets and stuff. So only the one sentence, but let me just annotate it better. Weapon skill, just to make sure that we're clear that it'll work even for this dude. Assuming it does, which it should. That was his purpose, after all. Let's pick up the Shrink Scroll. A Shrink Scroll. You can activate it at any time. There's a chance to retain it based on runic lore. Doing so will, for 60 turns, halve the range at which monsters can see you or hear you. Grant you plus 200 defense versus giant types, and plus 60 defense versus all other monster. That is an error. I'm going to duck out of the game and fix that error right now, because I'm not going to carry this with me, and I need to make sure it's fixed. So I'll be right back. Bam-ola. Just like that, the problem is fixed. If we take a look at it now, you can see it's tightened. The text says you may activate the scroll anytime. There's a chance to retain it based on your runic lore, otherwise it will be destroyed after activation. Doing so will, for 60 turns, halve the range at which monsters can see you or hear you. Grant you plus 200 defense versus giant types and plus 60 defense versus all other monster types, but also have the damage you do in combat. Let's give it a shot, just for the sake of seeing it in action. Shrink. We're now the size of a bottle. There you go. Text output. Let me just write this down for myself. Text. Damn it, I didn't mean to move that damn thing. I moved my stupid mouse by accident when I was writing this thing, and I can't see what it said. Bump some words down. Just like we did with the whetstone, we just got to bump the text output down by 1 line for some of that. Shrink. All right. Let's pick back up this. That was only added in the last update, guys, the last week. His icon indicates, well, as stated, we want this. This icon indicates that you are currently less than a foot tall. As long as you remain so, the range at which monsters can see you or hear you is halved. You gain plus 200 defense versus giant types, plus 60 defense versus all other monster types. However, the damage you do in combat will be halved. You'll remain this way for 58 turns. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. You want to make sure those are right too, right? The only way to test it is to test it. Found a golden key. Oh, repair staff. We need the repair staff. We need the cooking fire thing. Okay. Good news-ish stuff. Good news and bad news. We gotta drop some stuff. That's the bad news. Let me turn this down in my ears, too. I guess we're gonna drop the coil of rope after all. It was useful to us at once, but it's not super useful to us. We're also gonna finally drop, I think... Oh, put this on. Well, yeah. Let's pick up the spell Create Cooking Fire. It was like that tinderbox, but we can just use it with spell points. 55 spell points, the spell creates a cooking fire in your square. Excellent. We could use the whetstone sufficiently to get rid of it, but we don't need it yet. Dropping the wand of Featherfall, guys. Rest has been too useful. Repair staff. The repair staff will, we can have 6 charges every time we use it. It'll repair a given weapon or armor by 12 to 25%. When anything breaks, we'll use it. Let's not use it yet. Okay, let's continue moving around here. Whoops. I fucking, again, picked up my number pad, guys. My thumb hit the backspace key, and that was enough to wait something out there. Didn't mean to do that. Can we leave it all behind for now? No, we can't. There you go. That's the problem, of course. I don't remember what I was going to say. Darn it. I had an interesting thing to tell you. I don't know if I want to pull this lever yet. We don't know what it does. Let our ghost kill that behemoth. Let's ring this bell. Nothing happens. Killed something up there. Lucerne hammer. You know what we could test is, can we use this? Let's test it. Maybe we can't. It says type weapon medium polearm. Now what this means, you can see it written in red. So this means one of two things. Either we can't use it, and this amulet is not something you can override like a pure class problem, and maybe it shouldn't be able to. Maybe that's too powerful. It does circumvent an entire class problem, obviously. On the other hand, if I can equip it, then what it means is that my tests that determine if you can use it or not haven't taken into account the where it types the red print, haven't taken into account that aspect. I'm going to drop the studded leathers for a minute. Pick up the Lucerne hammer. No, you can't use it. Oh, with a shield. We can use it, but it still says in red, so that is an error. Type weapon in red. In red with Amulet of Skill. So that's a little bit of a problem. We're not going to use this anyway. Plus 33 to hit, 1 to 19 damage is pretty fucking sweet, mind you. But I want my shield back. Not to mention my armor. We'll consider it in a bit. But again, the only way to test that shit and find out if it works is to test it and find out if it works. So apparently there's a little bit of an error with the printing of the text only. Damn it. This Chimera must have, cold resistance, because it's an aberration. Let's summon something else. Let's get another ghost or something. Let's do Call Spirit. It is another ghost. Unfortunately, a ghost can't kill that thing. I've stepped into the Chimera Square. Let's see if the ghost steps out on his turn. I mean, if I don't kill the Chimera first. Damn it. Because we can't test that. Got an armor merchant in the cage. That's probably what the lever undoes. Let's find out. Yep. What's the armor merchant got? A rounded spangen helm of the archer would give us a 22 defense instead of our 4 from our cloth cap. We'd no longer have the -1 damage from the antique cloth cap, but we would take 50% less damage from cave-ins, and we'd have an extra 5% chance of distance strike, as long as we have at least above 0. So as long as we're using our crossbow pistol, This would increase that. Let's go ahead and buy that. Would you have? Let's drop, finally, our antique cloth cap that we wore for 1 billion years. Pick up the rounded spangen helm of the archer. Throw that on. We are wearing studded leather. Gives us 45 defense. What would that ringmail be like? Ugh.
Would you like to buy some armor?
Ringmail would give us an extra 10 defense. Might grab that. We already have a pretty good shield with our shield of seeker spotting, but this is an elven shield of poison avoidance. Plus 25% poison resistance, as well as its condition can reach 25% more than normal, so 125% condition. It's pretty nice. I won't bother with the shield, but I will try and find sufficient gold to purchase the ringmail if I can. I'm having trouble seeing, guys. Let me just move this screen a bit more in front of me. Uh-oh, Strangler Vine. Let's get the hell off it. I think it can kill us with one hit. It does have a 12% chance to instantly kill you on a hit. Something has cast Mage Armor up there. Any critical healing. Might be 2 spellcasters fighting each other. Something was just... Oh, my summoned ghost tried to take it on and got killed by it. So this is a blue bestial mentalist. Gets 2 attacks every turn. Is an aberration and a worm simultaneously. 1 in 4 chance to cast mid-power defensive spells. It's already got a mage armor going, which gives it massive extra defense. Let's avoid it for the moment. Looks like it killed one of my ghosts or something, yeah. Fuck. Well, at least we took less damage because of our spangen helm. Oh, right, we want this for the ringmail. Oh, that's not gonna help. Let's cut him down. Damn it, he's already looted. Strength potion won't help much. We're gonna lose our floating discs again soon, I think. His powers are gone. Now they're back. By his powers, I meant his mage armor was gone, and now he's got the mage helm in place, which is not as good, but still better than nothing. I want to leave everything there for a minute, guys. We'll come back and get it in a minute. Can't afford to waste constant charges on that wand. Or one of these times we're going to want to leave the level and we're not going to have any charges left and can't use it to carry our shit to the next level. Candle snuffer, that is a improvised polearm we could use. Large health potion. Let's drop right here a health potion. So it's next to this if it poisons us. A scrying fountain, we got a map out of that. Based on our cartography. I think the only thing left, guys, is the is that blue bestial mentalist. Let's go kill it. Somehow, some way. Where'd it go? We can just kill it in manual combat. Or we can sonic boom it once. Nope, can't. Let's do some math here, guys. That is right. I was going to say, it has a 33% distance strike because we're using the crossbow, so I should put it at 67% chance of. But of course, the 5% extra for the helm of the archer puts it down to 62% of chance of. Implements of War, Volume 1, that would teach us basic weapon use. We've already got basic weapon use. And then some with our amulet. Don't need this much, but 7 health is better than nothing. We're leaving the level anyway. Let's go pick up our stuff we dropped. Okay, how are we getting out of here? We'll do one more level, guys. The smart move on my part would be to pause the game again and fix that little red text thing on the Lucerne hammer when I'm wearing this amulet. That would be the wise thing, but unfortunately, I'm not going to. But unfortunately, I'm feeling a little lazy, and therefore... Oh, greater demon, damn it! I think it could drive us insane. Let's get the fuck off it. Ah! It drove us insane. Let's get out of here. Oh, it's fast, too. It killed that dude. It was worth a lot of experience. Not enough to merit the damage it's going to cause. Let's get out of here. It can't follow us off the level. Alright. Let's take a look at our insanity. It's a disease sometimes inflicted by demons. As long as you have it, your movement will occasionally be randomized. It's like a 1 in 6 chance every turn that we move in a random direction instead of the direction we want. Gosh darn it. There you go. Honeycomb. Oh fuck, the wand merchant just died. Revenant, let's go ahead and command him for now. Try anyway. Yeah, he's charmed. Let's let him go off and kill stuff for us. Air shield scroll, ring mail armor. There you go, we had to buy it after all. Which is good, because I forgot. I forgot I was trying to do that. So a little worse condition than our studded leather, but not bad. Ringmail gauntlets. I think we already have those. We've had them for a long time, actually. And a shield. Don't need any of that. We got a mage coming at us there. The Revenant kill it. It's a little Revenant on Revenant action, I think. Mold Fingers, the Revenant champion, is fighting our guy. Blue glow cantrip scroll. Yeah, we'll use that, actually. Use it right now. This puts our sight range back to 5 if it's less than 5, which it obviously is at this depth. There you go. Large health potion. What level are we on? Like, even our summoning spells are going to stop being useful very soon. They're not quite at the limit of what they can do, but they're getting there. Ooh, new boots. Let's get these boots. We had our old, what were they? We should probably get the ringmail gauntlets too, actually, if they're in better shape. We have the studded leather boots, give us 18 defense. Let's grab the bug foe scale mail boots of revival if we can use them. Yeah, we can. 120 strength required. Gives us 24 strength instead of 18, but plus 45 versus insectoids. So you can see we have 69 defense against them with these boots. And if we die, the footwear gets destroyed, but there's a 75% chance we come back to life. That is awesome. Between that and Lichdom, we may have enough to see us through the game here with a lot of extra life chances, you know. Ringmail, leggings of bargaining. We can drop our could drop our brigandine greaves, which give us 20 defense. Pick up the instead of these, pick up the ringmail leggings of bargaining, give us 22 defense, and everything we buy costs 25% less. Everything we sell, we get 25% more for. Gotta get rid of this insanity, guys. It's gonna get us killed. Brigandine armor. Is that... No, it's not as good as a ringmail. Oh, fuck me. The insanity dove us into the lava. Couple of ways off this level, guys. Let's try the high power scroll out here. Let's go ahead and risk it. I'm just gonna use it right here. No, it was a creature copy spell. It has no effect because there's nothing to copy. Harpy's not going to be good enough, guys. Level 11 is not going to last. Nor is that Harpy. Let's try Call Spirit. Apparition might be okay. No, level 50, maybe. Got a brick. A cutlass. Let's take a look at that. It does 1 to 22 damage with no modification to hit. Huh. 1 to 22 versus 1 to 13. It would have a strength bonus. Ours doesn't. We'd lose the distance strike, including the extra from the archer helm. It would take 1 extra inventory slot. We'd have to drop something. Which could be the whetstone now. We don't need it as much. Why don't we use the whetstone? Only fixes weapons, mind you. Let's use it on the golem foe knife. Put it all the way back to the top in case we need something against golems or something, you know. Go ahead with the mage's hatchet as well. Oops. We'll drop the crossbow pistol. We'll drop the whetstone, which is now broken, by the way. Take the cutlass. Reorganize. And use it instead with our amulet. And then we'll try and repair the cutlass. No, we don't need to. Repair ringmail armor or the ringmail armor. Oh, it worked. And then the ringmail gauntlets. Ooh, that worked. Then the ringmail leggings of bargaining. That broke it. Pitchfork, don't need that. Very low power weapon. Starter weapon. Yeesh! That was a booby trap. An astral trap. You're not intelligent enough to avoid the astral blast, which does 53 points of magic damage. If not avoided, astral traps do magic damage equal to 1/3 of your current spell points. Particularly vicious against us because we have so many spell points. If we hadn't done all that summoning, it might have killed us. Astral traps have a chance of being avoided equal to your intelligence over 300. So the higher your intelligence, the better your odds of avoiding it. But the higher your intelligence, the more spell points you're going to have, and you might get killed by it. Fuck. This guy can drain our strength pretty severely. Let's anywhere but here. Let's get away from him. I don't want to summon something to fight him right now. He's got that mage armor or mage shield, whatever the hell he cast. That's going to protect him pretty well. These guys are really duking it out. They're only doing one. I don't know if they can hurt each other anymore. They've drained each other's strength, which for monsters means draining each other's damage. And they have physical resistance. So I think they can only do 0 damage to each other now. Oh, one of them's doing 2 damage. I'm not sure what's going on there, guys. Why don't I finish him off? My guy's not stepping out of the square, so that's obviously no longer in play. Jesus Christ. We're doing really great, guys, but this insanity might kill us. We gotta deal with it. What do we have as far as stabs? Now let's go face this guy for a second. There's no point in doing what I was going to do. He's faster than we are. He's getting out of here. Fuck. Let's leave all that there for now. Let's life absorb this guy. Right, he's dead. Oh, we could kill this guy kind of easy. Ourselves. Somewhat easy. But we are taking chances here. Let's do Witch's Witch. Make it less likely he'll hit us because we'll have the dual image of ourselves out here. God damn it, he healed himself. And my odds of hitting him are way better than his odds of hitting me, but he has that ability to drain me, and he's not taking much damage. Let's hit him with some fireballs and shit. Oh, he cast Counterspell. I guess he's had enough of that. Let's wait till that wears off. Now let's finish him off. He's almost dead. Cast Stone Fling at me. Uh-oh. He became electrified. He's doing electrical damage, guys. While electrified, we take damage equal to 1% of our max health each turn. While electrified, we'll also be unable to do anything past our turn, and we cannot fight. I think it'll end though on at the end of this turn. There you go. We took the 1 damage, and then it ended. Silence Spellbook. Let's learn that. Mid-power illusion, 45 spell points. This spell disallows monsters from hearing. It also mutes sound effects for 120 turns. So we can't hear either. Let's go ahead and use a health potion. In case we hit a trap or something. What's going on over here? Who's fighting who here? This is still these 2 idiots fighting. Yeah, he's doing so little damage you can't hurt him, and he's doing so little damage you can't hurt him. Killed Mold Fingers, got the gems. Let's go ahead and betray this guy. He's on the verge of death. He's dead. Okay. Not going to pray here. It's a good shrine. We talked about that a long time ago, I think. Not use that yet, but we're going to use it very soon. Let's get away from the lava and smoke and shit. I don't want to jump in. Oh, we got him. There is a telepad here, so we can find the sister. We can get across this lava, unless the sister is across the lava. Oh, it's up here, unfortunately. That is the way to get to the temple. Fuck. Ah. Let's go ahead and use our repair staff a little. Yeah. Let's repair. Ringmail Lightning's bargaining. Let's do a lot of repairing, guys. And let's go down to this thing and give ourselves all of our charges back in our repair staff. Alright, guys. We can try and get across the lava. You know, deposit our treasure, at least. But most of this treasure is going to go unclaimed, because we're not going to be able to go back and forth across this without hurting ourselves badly, you know? Oh, we can cross right here, as long as we don't crazily jump off of this. Which we might well do. We can go across on the railroad tracks here. Alright. Oh, it doesn't lead us there, though. Oh, it leads us down to the telepad, though. Oh, fuck, there's a pit trap there. Let's go this way. Curative potion. I don't know, man. It's not going to be worth going through the smoke all the time. That's anywhere but here, out of here. That was a garbage heap, guys. It gives off stench. We can search through it. Might have a giant rat in it. Might have some stuff in it. Might make us nauseous. Might give us a disease. Screw it. Let's load up on as much as we can carry. That's as much as we can carry, at least for now. Let's go back to our stuff. Let's find out what this is first. Enter the Wolverine Nest. Giant Wolverine animal lair. Giant Wolverines nest in twisted tunnels under the earth. They slaughter whatever they can and drag it back to their den, so you'll probably find plenty of meat to eat. Well, that'd be good for us. If you can figure out a way to cook it, which we can, because we have Create Cooking Fire. And if you don't become more slaughtered meat dragged back to their dens. We're going in there for sure. So, let's go through there. And we'll talk about what we got to do for next time. And we are in the Wolverine Nest. We're going to call it right here. So for next time, I've written down what? We fixed that. The only thing I think I've written down is the fact that the when we picked up a medium, our cutlass, of course, is still registering red for type. Because it's saying we're not allowed to use it. But we are allowed to use it as long as we're wearing this. So this should turn that text black. And I do have to reword this. Allows you to equip medium weapons is perfectly accurate. But I've gone out of my way to say in the rulebook, for instance, that characters who, or when you're creating your character, that characters who can't gain, say, anything beyond light weapon use, can't use anything but light weapons, even if they find another means. And that's because there are other skills like archery, which improves, you know, stuff you can do with missile weapons, but also grants you higher weapon use skill for the purpose of using missile weapons only. And necromancers can't gain that benefit. And there's only so much space to explain all this in terms of game space. So it gets kind of tricky. But I'll have to find a way to reword this. I might, instead of saying allows you to equip medium weapons, say treats you as if you had advanced weapons. Treats you as though you had at least advanced weapon use skill. Maybe that's a better way to phrase it. Does that make sense? Does that cover our bases? It doesn't say it gives us advanced weapon use skill. It says it treats us as though we have it. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Alright, see ya. Yes.